Tony, hard-earned point on the road against Millwall. What was your take on the game?
I don't know. We won't play many football matches like that this season. I don't think, or many seasons. It was really intimidating atmosphere and intimidating on the pitch. I think for the players, I think seemed to be 1,000 fouls for staff every time we got the ball. Seemed to be a foul. It's for against us, but yeah. Listen, we got it. We didn't lose the game. We're disappointed that we didn't really bring our game to the party because we weren't allowed to really, which is great credit to them and the way they play and the threat that they carry from every set play from anywhere on the pitch that's coming in your box. But yeah, listen, there's a bit of frustration that we haven't come here and got 3 points, but you'd have to say that is a unique atmosphere and environment to play football in.
Yeah, you mentioned that unique atmosphere and environment, but it's fair to say the lads stood up to the task of what the Millwall fans and the players had to offer.
Yeah, listen, it's an unbelievable effort, to be honest. Again, I know I've been saying over the last few weeks how young a team this is, and yet for them to come here with that atmosphere and that intimidation. And obviously, I need to mention that I thought the officials stood up to the intimidation as well today. I thought they, even though there was 100 fouls for staff, they stood up and they didn't give penalties when a 6'7" guy getting marked by 5'7" guy was falling on the floor every time the ball came in the box. So yeah, I think we'll take the point. We move on and hopefully get back to the way we want to do it as soon as we can. But there's no rules that say you play football a certain way, and so you have to be able to stand up to what's in front of you. And I thought we did that pretty well today.
Dennis showed tremendous bravery for the goal, but the most important thing is his well-being. How is he?
Well, he's got a genuine, real concussion. He's a bit dazed in there. He's not sure he'd even scored. He's not. Yeah, listen, it's brilliant that Dennis was brave. He's done that before this season. Scored a great header coming in, and it helped us get a point. And so, in a game that was, looked like we found it really hard to create clear-cut chances today against a team who packed with huge, big guys at the back and a very, very committed team. But ironic, really, that we scored from a set play. So yeah, we'll take the point. As I said, we'll move on. Everybody's fine. It's a good lesson for this team to know that every football match isn't just a football match, and there's different ways to play the game.
Some debuts out there today, but at first start for Joe Gelhardt. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, listen, good. It's difficult. It's the way the game went. We didn't have the control that we normally have in football matches because of the way they play. And as I said, it seemed to be a foul every 5 seconds in the first half, and so we didn't have enough control. The game kept stopping and starting and stopping and starting, and it'd be interesting to know how many fouls there was in that football match. But so there was no real fluency. We couldn't really get our game going. So it's a bit unfair to judge anybody, I think, because we didn't have enough control. But as I said, we'll take the point. We'll put it in the bag and we'll move on to the next game.
Just finally, that next game comes on Wednesday against Fulham in the FA Cup. Tremendous support again today, and you'll need them again at the Stadium of Light.
We always need the supporters. I think, we talked at half time about kicking into our fans second half, and let's hope it give us a lift. We scored a great goal in front of them. I hope they enjoyed it and it made it worth their while for their trip. But yeah, the overriding thing for me is we weren't allowed to play how we want to play today for long spells because the game was so bitty, so stop-start. Every few seconds was a foul, and it was a difficult game to play in. But we didn't lose the football match with a very young team against a huge physical confrontation, really, and we have to be pleased with that.